Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more fighting. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in fighting, boxing. If you want to become part of the notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, and the Patreon family. We working. Now, also shout out to the MMA Hour. They had Ronda Rousey's longtime trainer and friend Edmund on there. He said some very interesting things. Link to it in the description. He talked about Ronda Rousey making a comeback. As you guys should know if you follow the sport, the UFC, Ronda Rousey took back-to-back knockout losses in separate years. Won to Holly Holm when she was undefeated. Came back and fought for her belt. See, the belt changed a lot in that period of time. Holly Holm beat her, got the belt, then lost to Miesha Tate in the fight she was winning. And then Miesha Tate got slept by Amanda Nunes, and then Amanda Nunes had the bantamweight belt. Ronda Rousey fought her and then got ethered in 48 seconds. Now, Edmund is talking about her returning. He's basically saying it's a 50-50 fight. He says it's going to be her decision. Maybe one more. I've spoken to her. I don't know if she'll do it. If her body does give her one more fight and she really wants to mentally, she might. It's 50-50 right now, I'd say. He says that she's had some injuries in the later part of her career. And this was the interesting thing he said. Edmund, again, Ronda Rousey, longtime trainer, despite Ronda Rousey's mom's wishes, he says, I would love her to fight one more fight. And a fight I always wanted for her was against Cris Cyborg versus Ronda Rousey. When I trained Ronda, I knew Ronda could beat Cris Cyborg. I know that. Cyborg is too slow. I'm telling you, she's too slow for us. Ronda would beat her. And Ronda needs a challenge. She really needs to be like, this person is no good. I need to prove something to the whole world. That's how Ronda works. She didn't have that with Holly Holm. This one, she has it. Wow. I'm just going to give my thoughts real quick. I think it's a terrible idea. I think Cris Cyborg would be too strong, and I think she would stop Ronda Rousey. Especially this version of Ronda Rousey. Now married. She just recently, on the night of Mayweather McGregor, got married. So, you know what I mean? That's a life-changing event. So, I don't know. Basically, whether you're a boxer or a fighter, you have to want to fight. Your heart has to be in it. And she's probably gutted from her last two, not only losses, but bad losses, stoppage losses, knockout losses. Holly Holm dominated her before kicking her in the head and ending the fight. Amanda Nunes got her out of there in 48 seconds. So, I don't know what Mr. Had moment Edmund is talking about. I think that's a terrible idea. Like, listen, this is not a comic book. This is not the Avengers or something. This is, like Golovkin said, hey, no, serious business. And I think it's bad. And I'm starting to see with Ronda Rousey's mom why she didn't want him training with this dude. Because I understand trying to give your fighter some spotlight, but Cris Cyborg's been gunning for the Ronda Rousey fight. She wanted it. So if she reads this and hears it, then she's going to be, if Ronda Rousey does return, she's going to be pressing for it. So I just don't, me personally, no shade to Rousey, but I'm not seeing her. I don't think that's a good look for her. Like I said, it's not a comic book. Sometimes if you were going to come back and fight Cris Cyborg, you were better off taking a tune-up. You know what I mean? Fight a lesser girl, because she clearly has things to work out. But the way they train, from everything I read, making the other girls that spar Ronda Rousey sign non-disclosure forms, and if you hit her in the head, then you get kicked out of camp, or you're not allowed to hit her in the head. I mean, Cris Cyborg will hit you in the head, and she's very tough, very powerful, and since she entered the UFC, she's looking good. She beat I forgot her name off the top of my head, but top level girl, and she bullied her. And I seen pictures of her the next day, and her face was really busted. Her lip, she looked battered. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't a good look. And now you're trying to throw Ronda Rousey. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's right for your fighter, because Ronda Rousey and I don't know. Lena Landsberg, I think, is the fight I'm talking about. where she bullied her, and then go look at the after pictures of her. She got stopped, and I don't know. Like I said, ever since Cyborg came to the UFC, she's on a tear. So I think that's a bad idea. Ronda Rousey, she's not a striker. So I don't know this whole Cyborg's too slow. Cyborg puts an uncomfortable pressure. And I think the Mayweather-McGregor fight proved that MMA fighters, there's a difference between that and boxing. Because I seen Cris Cyborg in there with a boxer like Clarissa Shields, and it looked like Clarissa Shields was tagging her up. But when it comes to just overall striking and stand-up fighting, Cris Cyborg is much, much better at that than Ronda Rousey currently is. You know what I mean? And with these long breaks and, like Edmund saying, injuries and stuff, I don't see how she's going to come back, overcome 2 knockout losses to beat Cris Cyborg, who I would say hits harder than Amanda Nunes and Holly Holm. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he's just talking his fighter up, but I think it's a terrible idea. You guys be the judge. Let me know, should Ronda Rousey just hang him up, focus on other things, or should she come back? And I mean, I get what he's saying. As a warrior, she wants to come back because she did that with Amanda Nunes. But I mean, who's trying to take potentially 3 knockout losses in a row when you were supposed to be the top female combatant of all time and stuff? You know what I mean? It's just, if you're gonna fight Cris Cyborg, I feel like, especially with layoffs and 2 stoppage losses, to go straight into it is just nuts and stupid. So if anything, if they really wanted to fight, why didn't you take it when Cris Cyborg, when you were saying she had a dick and she was on steroids and stuff? Why didn't you take it back then? To take it now straight away just seems dumb. I mean, that's like Kell Brook fighting Keith Thurman next. You know what I mean? In boxing, it just, Golovkin stopped you, and then Errol Spence stopped you, and they both bust your eyes. So to fight Keith Thurman, that's potentially career suicide. It's kind of like a money grab because you have a high probability of losing. I understand testing yourself, but you know what I mean? You got to take baby steps when you take back-to-back stoppage losses. So to me, that would be a money grab. Like, you're just looking to cash out and get one last hurrah, big payday. But again, it's going to take a while to improve Ronda Rousey's stand-up game, especially when you've been on a layoff and Cris Cyborg is more advanced at striking than you. I don't know what Edmund's talking about, this whole she's too slow shit, because she looks like she has decent speed when she's running through these other girls. Let me know your thoughts. Should Ronda Rousey fight Cyborg? Again, most people wanted the fight, but they wanted it a couple years ago. Right now, that's just brutal to fight her off of 2 losses. That's my opinion. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.